And we're back. It's another episode of Never a Foul. George will be here in a moment, guys. He was obviously very late to the stream, so he should be here soon. Big up D, Traps, Jess, OB.
Hold up.
Wait,
Hey,
whoa.
like that. Hold up, once. The guy was waiting for you for how long?
No. D, see how this one works. Remember a week ago when I was here, I had to leave, and then I came back, and it was about to start, and then Cass blamed it all on me. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I do, but that's funny. I can't lie. He's been waiting for you for how long?
That's exactly why I said it. That's exactly why. You know what I'm saying? No one had my back then. So yeah, we'll be waiting for George. He'll be here. Late is great. Late is great. Kind of, I guess. But man, them, how are we doing? Is everyone good?
Yeah. Bro.
All good, man. All good.
We'll talk about the top of the table. We'll talk about Villa and stuff. I know it's not in the title, but imagine Villa win the league. Imagine. That would be the mad
Villa
story.
won the league. It's better than Arsenal or City winning the league.
Bro, if Villa win the league, Arsenal are mudded for good. Like, imagine Emery coming back and winning the league. That will be incredible. But yeah, man, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I like the story.
It's for the greater good, man. Honestly, it's for the greater good, man. Hopefully the board get behind him in January. Send him some reinforcements. You get me? All or nothing. Get involved. Start filming the footage and that. Yeah, I'm here for it, man. Up the villains, man, all day. Yeah,
that'd be crazy,
yeah.
Man.
And they are the villains as well. So they're the villains. You get me? So they're the villains of the story. Yeah,
exactly.
Everyone thought it was going plain sailing, and the villains just came in and just took everything.
It's all set up, man.
I thought they were the underdogs. I think they're the underdogs, man. I think it's like a love story, man. If they go and do a Leicester City, but we'll have to see because I don't know. Arsenal not as convincing as they should be. Liverpool not as convincing as they should be. Man City, Lord have mercy, not as. Yo, know what's going on over there?
Don't chat to me about my team. Yeah, you know what my team's going to do second half of the season. We've seen the script already, man. We've seen the script.
I've seen the watch-alongs. I've never seen you so stressed over the last 6 games.
It's for the content, bro. That ain't real.
You're still
Oh man, but yeah, listen, you lot, make sure you go subscribe to the channel. Make sure you smash the like button. Again, we're not too far from 18k, probably around 150 subs away or something like that. So make sure we are subscribing to the channel. Make sure you go and subscribe to LB. Obviously, go and follow Chaps on the socials. Follow D. Tune into what he's doing at Crystal Palace, and obviously Jess doing big things, obviously with the Armchair Gaffers as well, and of course me as well over on Big Six Bands. First thing, obviously, Liverpool versus Arsenal showdown. Jess, how you feeling? Man? How you feeling over there, man?
I'm a bit annoyed because Arsenal fans are too confident going into this.
Finally.
Remember, I'm not a footballing terrorist. Sorry about my voice, by the way, guys. But I see things for what they are. I'm not one of these new age like D or LB new football fans that only started watching football like in the last 5 or 6 years.
Hey, yo, chill, man.
Hold on, why are you getting
fire, bro? What's going on?
This is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we can't have Arsenal winning the league. This is why we can't have Arsenal winning the league.
I was there from the days of Nigel Winterburn, Lee Dixon. I've been through it all. Marwan Shamak, Eduardo, Yaya Sanogo. So, I'm not getting ahead of myself. But it won't be an easy game. Arsenal should be favourites, which is weird going to Anfield. But Liverpool can hurt you. These are the facts. If Arsenal aren't at their best, it's going to be a long, long day. Even with the Anfield library, which is what's happening now, I think Liverpool still got enough in reserve to give Arsenal problems if Arsenal aren't on it. But I believe if both teams turn up, everyone plays their best, it's an Arsenal victory. But it's not going to be that. It's not going to be that straightforward. My views.
I tell you, one guy that's got to turn up at Anfield though, Mr. Bukayo Saka. He needs to turn up, yeah, because I see him doing mad hairstyles and that.
Yeah.
See when you slap the hair, you see when you slap. You see when you slap on Duracell battery settings, yeah, you better move it like the Duracell battery, blood. That's the truth, yeah. Because I'm telling you now, yeah, the memes that are waiting for this brother, if you don't perform,
the Rashford memes are coming up ready. The Rashford memes are coming up right now, ready, bro, because he's got that.
This is what I'm saying, yeah. When you go Duracell mode, you better be on Duracell mode. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a record shocking as well, isn't it? Sacco. He never scores or assists at all. So he needs.
Does he? No, he must have because he's assisted against everyone he's played against, scored or assisted.
Yeah, but away record.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing that's like people look to at Saka because obviously he's a good player in that, and
Yeah, I
he
think
to improve his away record.
People are looking at it as like the battle of the right wingers, Saka versus Salah, but I think the scourge of Liverpool could be Martinelli. So don't overlook that guy.
Yeah. I like Martinelli, man. I think he's dangerous, because you don't know what he's going to do in it. But yeah, listen, I think Arsenal got a good chance, man. I've actually backed Arsenal to win this game. I gone for a 2-1. Just because, like, the signing of Rice, yeah. I think these are the games where you're going to see why Arsenal signed Rice. I know, like he scored the winner against Luton and that, yeah. But I don't think you're going to see like the Rice justification for the 100 million against like Sheffield United at home when you beat them 5-0 because you expected that last year. For me, the reason that you signed Declan Rice was to win these big games, and I think he's going to be absolutely like crucial for you guys tomorrow. And I think honestly, genuinely think that Arsenal can get a result back to 2-1. I don't think Liverpool have been playing that well recently. Even against West Ham, I don't particularly think they were that great. I just think West Ham was shocking. There's question marks over Salah, Nunes. What's going on with him? Diaz, nah, he ain't there. So, yeah, man, like you say, I think Arsenal probably will go into the game as favourites. I don't know what the bookies have got, but yeah. And if Arsenal win, you know what it is? This is what I'm saying about Arsenal. It's not the 3 points, man. It's not the 3 points that is the prize here for Arsenal. The prize is the fact that I think if they win, everyone will start to believe that, oh shit, you know what? The mentality is now there. Because Arsenal bottled the league last year. They bottled the top 4 the year before. It's always comes down to mentality. We know they've got the players. We know they've got the quality. It always comes down to mentality. But if you go to Anfield, yeah, you have to say that you've got a sick mentality if you win that game because it's a tricky place to win. So for me, if Arsenal go and win there, bro, I think a lot of people will be saying they're favourites for the league, man. I think a lot of people will be saying they're favourites. You beat Man City, you beat Liverpool, you got to be favourites at that point.
Yeah.
The
thing that I'm a bit worried about for Arsenal, because I think Arsenal are favourites when you look at recent form. And once you actually called it as well against United. Like you did say that your attack hasn't been as great like recently, even though you've been winning games. And I even saw it against Palace as well. But the West Ham game, on the other hand, you did show something else, and you saw like the likes of Curtis Jones, etc. So I think if you do change the lineup, I think people are it's kind of gone opposite. The week before against United, everyone was hyping up Liverpool. Now people are kind of sleeping on Liverpool as well. I know Arsenal are favourites, but I think Liverpool, if they make adjustments, especially in that midfield, I think they've got enough to beat Arsenal as well. But this is also, as LB said, this is a significant game for Arsenal. If they beat City, if they beat Liverpool, these are the games that they fumbled last year. I mean, people are taking them serious right now, but that you have to take them even more serious. Like they are genuine, maybe the favourites if they were to win this game, if not already. So yeah. But then again, don't sleep on Liverpool as well, because in a way, I feel like the narrative now being twisted on Arsenal and Liverpool after the United game, especially. People are kind of like Liverpool are not that great, etc. We saw what they've done against West Ham. West Ham are meant to be a solid side, especially defensively, and they just ripped them apart. And in this game, I think at Anfield, what Klopp has done before the game as well, mind games. He's so smart for it, calling out the fans. The fans are going to be up for it. The players will be up for it. 1 or 2 adjustments, and I think we could see
the speakers as well.
Before. What was that?
The speakers as well. Don't forget the speakers.
Oh yeah, well Arteta's probably put the speakers out tonight. I'm going to be getting ready for it, all of that. But yeah, man, Liverpool. I'm not going to sleep on them because even though they've been a bit dodgy recently against Arsenal, I think the way that Klopp has set out this game, it could be, they could be up for it, and it could kind of shock people as well.
No, fair enough. Obviously, Traps and George, what are you guys making of the game now that it's now the day before? It's on the horizon.
You know what, yeah? The first thing I noticed about this game is Saka's new haircut. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know. Have you guys seen it? He thinks
we're not talking about Marcus Rashford disaster class season settings.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not a good look, man. Before a big game of the season, we all know big clubs, big business. Pogba used to get all that smack talk about it. I think it's a bad time to make the change. I think Saka's going to have a mare with that one, replicate Rashford. And yeah, to be honest, about the actual game, I think it's going to be a tight one. I do think people are probably giving Arsenal a lot of credit because I do think that it's at Anfield, man. Like, it's at Anfield. I don't expect Liverpool to turn up and roll them over or anything like that. But I just think Arsenal, as we've known and as LB mentioned, it's just the one thing they've been missing for the past couple of years. Their mentality. Arsenal tend to, when the pressure gets real going and it gets tough, like it's a lot of pressure on their players, they tend to just fall to it, and they're just not there. So for me, I've got a feeling that it's just going to be the same old business, same old as usual. Liverpool are probably they're gonna beat them, but it's just not gonna be a convincing win. I feel like Liverpool are just not at the stage of their season at the moment. Like the highlighted, their finishing's not been there. The game against Man United, they was way from it. They just was not at the levels, and they need to be at a level to beat Arsenal and really roll them over. So they're probably gonna step enough, just about enough to beat them. Probably a close game, but I don't think Arsenal are gonna show up. I don't think they're gonna be there for the win.
To be fair, we have to give a bit of praise to Arsenal as well for the last game against Brighton, because they kind of shocked me there. I know they've had some last minute winners, but against Brighton, they actually just controlled from the first minute to the last minute. Like, Brighton were barely in the game. They controlled possession, create chances. That could have easily been more than 2-0 as well.
This was the same Brighton team that you guys pretty much should have beat last.
Yeah, I know. You know, also it was a very convincing performance. I know Arsenal have won games and, like, you know, against Luton, last minute winners, etc. But the Brighton game, they actually controlled a side that likes to keep possession as well. I don't know about the possession stats, but it seemed like from the first to the last minute, Brighton only had one chance.
Yeah, but Brighton were washed in that game, to be fair.
What was that?
Brighton were washed in that game, man.
Yeah, I think
we have to give credit. Arsenal coming off a good game as well into this one. But Liverpool, it's going to benefit them.
I think Brighton are a team that it's not about just beating Brighton, because a lot of teams have beaten Brighton this season. Like, people score goals against Brighton, but to be able to control the game against Brighton, that is what they excel at. If you look at the stats, not a lot of teams go and control games against Brighton, probably home or away. You know what I'm saying? They're very that's their strong point. So you have to give credit for that. That's why I think as decent, two things can be true. It's kind of the same thing with the Liverpool West Ham game. Yes, West Ham weren't great, but I also think Liverpool suffocated them, and that was a big factor as to why, like, we didn't let them play. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the same West Ham team, again, played Arsenal in the round before and made them look quite ordinary. You know? So, you know, it's not always the other team being poor. You know what I'm saying?
Have you got chess for this month? So have you got chess for this game on now?
Yes, I do. But before I go, Jess, you just something. But
I was going to say, it's a different Arsenal team this year. I think last year, Anfield, I might be wrong, but I feel like Rob Holding was playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Also, Declan Rice wasn't there. And I think, was Jesus just getting back from injuries? I'm not too sure. Or he might not have even played. So, no, honestly, I expect Arsenal to win. And my prediction is a 3-1.
Wow. that seems very comfortable. I'll be honest, Martinelli, I don't know who mentioned, I can't remember. But I've not been that impressed by him so far this season, even by his
goal. It's been poor this season. I think the whole front line has been poor this season.
This is my point. Like, obviously, I feel like Liverpool are going to win this game. As I said, I feel like it's going to be featuring George's kitten. I feel like this is going to be, again, easier than the Man United game. And people might think I'm saying that as a disrespect, but I generally think that Liverpool and Arsenal have a lot of the same tendencies. Liverpool's attack has been arse. Obviously, Wednesday they were okay, but if we're really looking at Arsenal's attack as well, it's not been great. Yes, Saka's got his 5 goals, 2 of them are penalties, so he's not exactly banging them in at the moment. Hence, maybe why he's got the haircut. There's also Gabriel Jesus, 3 goals in the Premier League this season. We're on game week 17. Yes, he's missed 5 games, but the likes of Darwin Núñez has more goals than him. And you know my opinions on Darwin Núñez. He's sitting there on 4 goals and 4 in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? Richarlison has more goals than him. The guy that everyone calls shit week in, week out. He's had surgery as well. So he's missed games. He's played less minutes than Jesus, or around the same, I believe. You know, and then if we're really going to talk about Martinelli, who has 1 goal in 17 matches, and that 1 goal actually, again, fair enough, he won the game at Man City, but it's deflected off Ake's face and gone in. Like,
he scored after that. Scored against Luton.
I think he scored a week ago or 2 weeks ago. He did get a goal. Yeah,
2 in 17. Potato is still not good enough.
I hear what you're saying, Mons, but respectfully, I feel like all that goes out the window in a game like this. I don't know if you guys
yeah,
agree.
but so if it goes out the window, then why are people speaking about Liverpool's front line?
Well, people can speak about both, you know what I mean? But like, you're making the point. You're making the point, and I'm just saying it goes out the window. And ultimately, I think that Arsenal have a more complete team to get a result out of this game than you guys.
I agree. I agree with. I just think that we like the thing that gets brought up is Liverpool's front line when Arsenal's has been just as shocking. That's all my point was, to be fair.
So what's going to win you the game then? If you've just accepted that they've got a better team than you, what's actually going to win
the game?
Well, Arsenal had a better team than us last season, and we basically should have won the game last minute.
Yeah, so, but specifically this game,
in a game like
this game,
it doesn't have to be just quality. Like Man City had a better team than Arsenal at the Emirates, they still won 1-0, and Arsenal played a good game. So just even though I think Arsenal's team is more rounded, and Liverpool, for me, we're not at our strongest attacking wise. I think obviously McAllister, Matip are key to how we want to break down teams and stuff like that. I still think that the fact that we're at home, I mean, I think we lost 1 in 50 games at home. That's why I agree we are the favorites. Like Arsenal, like it's gonna seem like Arsenal are the favorites because of their quality, but again, Liverpool are at Anfield, so we don't really lose games like that. I'm not saying we can't lose. I think this is probably Arsenal's best chance to get a result at Anfield in all these years. This is probably the best opportunity they're gonna have, and they have to take advantage of it. It's as simple as that. We still have game winners, and that's the difference. Arsenal are more rounded, more balanced, but we have more game winners. You know what I'm saying?
I've said this before. Sorry, bro, go on.
I mean, I don't really understand the whole Arsenal are the favourites and this extra stuff that we're doing. Listen, let's heap this pressure on Montel right now, bro. Yeah. Let's heap this pressure on him, bro. Yeah, don't let him let you sleepwalk into the fact that Arsenal are favourites and giving this bare respect to Arsenal and all this other stuff. Arsenal ain't won there in how many years, bro? How many years has it been? Yeah.
Long time.
Even last season, I would say people say that they're a different team. I've been hearing they're a different team for God knows how long now. Yeah. Last season, they had a very, very good run in the first half of the season. They went for the World Cup. Yeah. They still didn't beat Liverpool. Yeah. Going to Anfield, no one is the favourites. No one is the favourites. Anfield is effectively a fortress. Yeah. You'd be lucky to come out of there with a point. I think it might be a stalemate. I think it will be a stalemate, but I don't think for 1 second football's not paid on paper, and because you got good names and you got a good team, because Arsenal do have a good team, I don't think that it works like that. I feel like you go there knowing full well you ain't won there in certain time, knowing full well you're in the title race. And Liverpool have been there many and many a time, going toe to toe with some top Man City teams. Whether you look like it or not, that these players they've been about in it. They've been around the block a few times, so they'll know how. They might not know how to win it, but they'll definitely don't know how to lose it. So I reckon it'll be a stalemate. They won't play into Arsenal's hands. That's the truth.
The pressure's on Arsenal as well, though. The pressure's on Arsenal as well, because look, we saw it against City. That was the talk before the City game. Like, can they beat Man City? Their man should get it done. This year, it's now a case of. I remember last season, it was a crazy game, and Ramsdale made some great saves as well. But Martinelli, that last minute pass, for example, if it made it to Saka, like Arsenal fumbled at Anfield, like maybe because of injuries or whatever, but they didn't get the job done. Now the pressure's on Arsenal. You've done it against City. Can you do it against Liverpool? And if they keep passing these tests, then people will take them more and more seriously. So
I think you also need to
yeah, go on.
Go on.
No.
I was just going to say, you have to take into consideration the fact that Arsenal are top of the league as well. They're a point ahead of Liverpool. Like, you have to just look at it like that. This is a game where they can bridge the gap with Liverpool and give themselves 4 points clear at the top of Liverpool. And Aston Villa's playing tonight, and they've got a fairly easy game as well. And it's not, let's be honest, like having Aston Villa top of the table after being how many points clear of them for Arsenal, and it being Unai Emery, that's just not a good look. It's not a good position for them to be in. They have the pressure on for them to turn up, give the fans what they want, give them Christmas at the top of the table. Can they do it? I don't think they can hold the pressure. They just don't do it usually. So
I've watched Liverpool a few times this season, not many times. I think about 3 times, and they reminded me of pre-Alisson and pre-VVD Liverpool, a team, once you remember, that will score loads of goals. However, they could also concede loads of goals. Okay, and is that correct? Before Alisson and VVD.
Aesthetically, yes. Statistically,
exactly.
No. With Arsenal and Liverpool have the same goals conceded. So
No, I'm talking about pre. I'm saying pre. You're reminding me of pre VVD and Alisson.
Yeah. I know the type of Liverpool you're talking about. I'm saying, but we actually haven't conceded a lot of goals this season. But if you're talking how open we look at times, then I agree. That's why I said aesthetically we do look open.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm thinking that if you guys try and play, when I've watched Liverpool play this season, you don't with the ball, you don't play good football. It looks very like off the cuff. Like let's just see what happens. It's not giving me old Liverpool where you had. What's so funny, George?
I just find it funny that like people praise Arsenal and say this is the best defense, Saliba, Gabriel, and as Monsters just said, like they've got the same amount of goals conceded. Like this is if Arsenal is the best defense, Saliba, Gabriel, all of this, then what is Liverpool with a what? Like for me personally, I called VVD washed. He's coming back. He's making his way back. But like Liverpool's defense with Trent, who is not a good defender, Robertson, who's finished, and VVD, who's on the decline, has got the same amount of goals conceded as this amazing Arsenal defense. I'm just saying, like,
context is very, very key.
More goals scored as well.
What I'm saying is that Liverpool can hurt you, but they can also be hurt as well. And I feel like if Liverpool try and play against Arsenal, that's where they'll come undone. And they will try and play because it's the Anfield.
And that's why the pressure's on Arsenal, like as well. Like, look, Liverpool are not that great. Well, they haven't been that great in attack, personally, for me, anyways. I know that they could do much better. Against United, they look kind of lost at the time, like taking shots from wild places. But I was going to ask you, Mons, do you reckon you'll start the likes of Curtis Jones in this game? Because I think the midfield is very important. And the midfield against United,
not really. Not free choice. Gravenberch won't be fit enough to start because he came off injured last game. Anyway, so I'm kind of glad to see Curtis Jones start anyway. I think he was one of the, for me, in the start of the season, he was the one who, it was his space to lose that they've sent him it anyway. So my thing is kind of the DM, the Endo and DM is just a worry, innit? The worst thing is he's not actually, but he's been a bit of a scapegoat the last 2-3 games. He's actually not been that bad for his level, by the way, for his level, not on a general level. His
level ain't that high.
Yeah, his level ain't that high. So for me to be satisfied with his performance, it don't take a lot. And that's probably what Arsenal fans need to realize if someone like Kai Havertz, by the way, in my opinion, just going to throw that one out there. So, like, for his level, I'm all right with what he's doing, but it's not enough for what I want. You know what I'm saying? So, to come against Arsenal's midfield, which is very, very strong, stronger than ours, I'll be the first to say that, it is a worry for me. You know what I'm saying? So, this is why there is pressure. That's why I said there is pressure on the attack to produce, because I don't know if we're going to win that midfield battle. I'm still okay with our defense. I think Virgil van Dijk's been phenomenal this season. Konate is a little bit of a worry for me. And then Trent kind of just speaks for himself. And Tsimikas, again, for his level, has been okay since he's came in. I haven't had too many complaints about Tsimikas since he's come in. So it all, for me, points at the attack. And obviously we have Alisson in goal, who's, of course, again, against Palace, saved our skins, as he does over and over again. So, you know, there's so much pressure on the attack to produce. So when we're not producing, Liverpool do look lost. You know what I'm saying? We're not as stable as Arsenal. So again, this is why I'm not saying Arsenal are the favourites. I still think Liverpool are the favourites, but this is Arsenal's best opportunity to get a result.
I can't see it, man. I don't think Arsenal, as it stands right now, is streets ahead of Liverpool, where you can say they can go to Anfield and do a job here. Obviously, we went there and got a point, but we went there and we got a point in not ordinary fashion. We shocked Liverpool. The way we stepped onto that pitch, Liverpool were not expecting that. They weren't expecting us to sit in and do what we done. Arsenal don't have another way to play. They're going to go there, they're going to play. And I don't think that the way they've been playing would suggest that they have enough what it takes for them to beat Liverpool. I think it'll be a draw. I'll be honest with you, I think it'll be a draw. Yeah. And
that's a good result though, Arsenal. Huh? Or Liverpool, to be fair. If it's a draw, I don't think it's a good. Well, actually, if it was a draw, who would have benefited more? Like, what do you guys think?
Aston Villa.
Up the Villa, innit?
Yeah, Villa. But in terms of Liverpool and Arsenal, like, who would be happier? Would Arsenal be happy with a draw?
I think they'll be content.
We'll put it this way: if Arsenal win over there, yeah, they'll be outside the stadium, treating it like it's moving like the Boca Juniors and that, and like they just won the league. So this is what they do. But so I don't know what Arsenal fans think of a draw for them. But
let's be honest.
Just leaves them in the same position they was in the first place. And that's what people need to understand. People are going on like this game is like a big game and it will tell you the mentality. But no, if you not draw, you're back to the same mentality, the same shit you was doing the week before. So it is what it is. It's a 3 points, yeah. People should be going for, well, teams should be going for it. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think there's enough between the teams to suggest that Arsenal are going to go there and do a job after 10 years of trying.
We do have to be real here. A draw is a big result for Arsenal. They're away. You have to remember, like, they're putting themselves in a position where they know that they've got a point against Liverpool. Let's just say they do draw. They've got a point away from home. Liverpool have to come to the Emirates now. They're going to be the favourites at home. And Liverpool are the other title challengers. So when you consider the title race and later on into the season, when you look at the title race, Arsenal are going to feel like, yeah, Liverpool have got to come to our ground now. They've got to get a result at our ground. So a draw is still a big result. It's not really about what happened last season. It's just taking into consideration.
What was the score, though?
What was it?
2-2.
Anfield.
I personally think a draw is still a win for
difference?
Arsenal. And the way that I see it as well for Liverpool, a draw means that they haven't beat any top 6 team so far this season.
I think a draw doesn't affect anything at this present moment in time.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just calm for both, man. I think both teams just shake hands and say, see you later. But what it does do, it's great for Man City and it's great for Aston Villa. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts. You know,
It's
Aston Villa.
it's also great for Spurs, then I guess. We're only a point off each other.
I mean, like you said, I said last season, I think didn't they go 2-0 up, end up being 2-2. At the end of the day, a draw for them is not. They need for you to say that their mentality's changed or they're a different team. They would have to go there and win. They would have to.
Facts. I agree.
Yeah, and that's why the game's bigger for Arsenal than I think it's for Liverpool. I also remember they lost against Villa as well, away from home. So this is another away game against a top side, and if they don't get a win, then that's 2 games without win away from home.
Arsenal beat Liverpool tomorrow, no problem.
Yeah, if Arsenal beat Liverpool, then that's massive. That's massive for Arsenal. Then we'll start. Well, people are taking them serious, but then you beat City at home, you beat Liverpool away from home, then it'll be foolish to not take them more seriously.
So what? We taking Villa seriously then? Yeah,
I'm taking Villa seriously.
I'm not taking seriously. No,
100%.
I am. Look at the fixture that they got. If they win today, they'll be top of the table. If they win, they'll be top of the table. And then the games that they got coming up as well. I think they got United coming up. They got Burnley. They got Everton. They got Newcastle. They got Sheffield United. Not the easiest of games, but they're past the test. We have to take Villa seriously after what they've done against City and Arsenal. City and Arsenal both in the title race. They beat City. They beat Arsenal. So, if
they got a better squad than everyone gives them credit for as well.
So
everyone always says, "Oh, the squad," and
they're up for it. They got the momentum.
The squad's decent as well. I take it seriously, man. I think they can do it, and they've got the 3rd best manager in the league. They're actually coming out with chest, and you got Martinez saying, "Nah, we're in a title race. We're actually going for it." So they are prepared for this now. They are prepared for this title race, and I think they've got what it takes.
Why is this the first time we're not talking about experience? Every time we talk about teams in the title, we say, "Oh yeah, they've been here before."
Does Arsenal have the experience?
Why? No, but I'm just saying, why when it comes to Villa, are we not referencing their lack of experience? Just genuine question.
Because the lack of experience is not hurting them right now. The lack of experience is getting them wins.
Their manager.
Do you know the real reason, Jess? It's because it's a nice story. If Villa win, it's guys, look, Villa's done this. Unai Emery's come. It's just not true. No one here believes Villa can win the league. Let's be honest, guys. We all watch football to know that once you get later on in the season, in February, in March, when they're playing Europa League on a Thursday, they're gonna have to prioritize one or the other. They're either gonna go for the Europa League or they're gonna prioritize the league. And we know Unai Emery. We know Unai Emery. Unai Emery's going to prioritize the Conference League. It's just how it goes.
They've got squad depth. It's not 11 though. It's not 11. They've got squad depth.
If you look at,
I have not seen one team balance Europa League / Conference League football and the Premier League and get a high finish. I've never seen a team do it. I've never seen a team finish 2nd or 3rd.
Doesn't happen.
Win the league.
Bro, if they're in a title race, they're gonna ditch that Conference League so quick, like you never believe. They're gonna go for this league, man. You're not giving this manager.
You really believe that, Obi? I don't think you know Unai Emery. Unai Emery is gonna go for the title that he knows he can secure. And that's going to be the Europa.
No,
I'll be honest with you.
He's going to ditch that Conference League off. He's going to go for the Premier League if he thinks he can win it. They can win it, man. They can win it, 100%.
I mean, it's the thing though. This is the way I see it. Is because a lot of people, and look, I've seen people trying to refer it to Spurs. If it was Spurs, you would look at it and you'd go, No, I'm just saying, let's be real. Villa haven't won nothing in a long time. You have to look at it. Bro. Would you rather win a trophy or go for a title in which you're most likely not going to win?
But then
Villa's
we'll
not
see.
That's
playing
the
that
element
great.
mentality, though.
They can either finish second or they can win a trophy. They're going to go and win the trophy.
Now. So now they can finish second. No, you got to go for it, George. This is the thing. They've got a great manager, a great squad, and it's difficult to play. They just beat City.
They got a squad as well. That's the one thing about Villa. They got a squad and they can still strengthen in January. Like you look at their bench. They got Leon Bailey coming off the bench against Brentford. You got even likes of, I know it's not the greatest, but Long there, for example, Duran. You got options, Zaniola. Like you got options coming off the bench. But not only that, they're going to strengthen as well. Look, if it comes to like end of Jan and end of Feb and they're still up there, I think they'll go for the title. They'll try their best to go for the title.
And there's a flip side to this. There's a flip side to this because how do we? I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm sure I heard the other day Emery was in the dressing room talking something about leagues and whatnot. Yeah. And I do think that what if Emery says, like January, 18, 19, 20 games in, we're top of the league. I feel like I need a couple more reinforcements to go for this league. And I want everyone to understand the name. Remember the name, Unai Emery this season. I want people to stop talking about Europa Leagues. I've done that 4 times. I want to do this league now so people can stop talking shit about me. Yeah? So, you know, like he might, I think if you're in a position in January, yeah, and you've got money to spend in January, yeah, then and you should be going for the league. I don't think that Unai Emery's going to think it himself, Europa League might be a priority. Because at the end of the day, if he's going for the league and he's going toe-to-toe with the likes of Man City, Liverpool, and whoever else, Arsenal, whoever else, and he ends up finishing 3rd, he's still getting the Champions League. So his objectives are still the same. What? Because he's got a trophy for the sake of what Villa fans would rather be in the Champions League, yeah, next season, regardless, and see a title race than see the Europa League. And I'm telling you that now because it's for them. It's been a long time for them to winning a trophy, so they've been without that. But being in the title race, yeah, amongst the big guns, yeah, slugging it out, the Villa fans are going to be all over.
No, Traps. I just find this so funny because all I ever hear is trophy is the currency in football. Trophy.
It is.
Not challenging and not being in a title.
Yeah, but George, for Villa,
We're not going to sit here and overhype being in
No, George, you don't get to do that.
Because
George,
months.
You don't get to do that.
I don't get to do it because
because you're Tottenham, they're Villa. Like you're significant.
That's what I'm saying.
You and Villa are not the same. You don't eat from the same table. You don't eat from the same table. So for you, yes,
you're right.
Because, bro, you finished above Arsenal like what 4 years in a row. You was getting Champions League. You've been a regular Champions League.
I'm not comparing it though. But what would finishing in the Champions League do for them? Is telling, we're playing in the Champions League, or we've won a trophy. Look at West Ham this year,
bro. That'd be massive.
But look at West Ham fans last year. If they would have rather won that trophy, which was massive for them.
That's a different situation again.
Or just finish in the top 4, or just finish in the top 4.
It's a different game. They've got money to spend.
They've not won a trophy in 50 odd years. It's the same thing,
bro. They've got money to spend, and they've got one of the best managers in the league. If they can get into the top 4, they can elevate themselves into a team that could actually get top 4 every year, and then go for trophies in the future.
That's what they said about Newcastle last year, but hey.
George, it just sounds like you're salty, mate. That they're gonna probably win.
We're finishing top 4. Wait, Traps. Let's get something straight. If Aston Villa's taking anybody's place, it's your place, my brother, not Spurs. We're comfy in the top 4. We're not worried. You need to worry about the Aston Villa taking your position.
Let's be clear.
Let's get something straight.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear about this top 4 argument. Yeah, you man burgled this place and turned it into a top 6, big 6, bro. Let's be honest about it. You've won nothing. Yeah. You've won absolutely nothing. So no one ain't replacing us, yeah? At the end of the day, we can afford to
what do you mean no one's replacing you? You're not in the top 4. You finished in top 4 this year.
Listen, we can afford, yeah, to have seasons out, yeah? Because anytime you lot come step up to the plate, you man fall short, yeah? And you're judging everyone by your standards. Villa is not a big 6 team. Yeah. So them being in the Champions League is a big deal. It's a massive deal, right? It's a massive away days. It's the fans will love that. Bearing in mind, they have been European champions, but that's way before our time. So my thing is this, yeah? This ain't about what we're doing. It's about Villa as a club. And Villa as a club want to be, especially with the money that they're trying to give him to do his job, they want to be up there with the.
So
with
basically,
the,
what
with
you're
the rest
saying,
of them.
Traps, is Villa is finishing above Man United this year, no doubt about it.
Well, maybe they are. Maybe they are.
Maybe, or are they? That's
Maybe
the
they
question.
are. I don't know.
They're
I'm
100%
not
They
Mystic
will
Meg. I'm
100%
not Mystic
are.
Meg. I
think
can't see the
they will
future,
be,
but maybe
No,
they are.
but what you can see is you can see your Man United team and you can evaluate that and then
I
see.
can
And
see
do
that.
you
Yes,
think that Man
I can see
United
that,
team
and
is
that's
good enough
fine.
to finish above this Villa team?
I can see that, and that's fine, yeah? Because at the end of the day, like I said, I've seen a lot in my time. You've seen a lot of despair. But I'm happy to admit, yeah, Aston Villa, I'd love Aston Villa to win the league. It's for the greater good. I'd enjoy that.
Yeah.
Listen, you lot, let's move on from this. It's giving me mid-off vibes. So sorry, guys, giving me mid-off vibes. Listen, people, there's 500 people in the house right now. So make sure you guys are all smashing the like button as well. We're going to move on to Man United in a second. So, Chaps, it's your time. Big up Enigma. Enigma, he says, Mosquitoes, put some syrup on that waffle. Right. Okay. All right. George, obviously, I know you got a shoot in it. Can we get your score prediction for? Can we get your score prediction quickly for the Liverpool game?
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna go 2-1.
United game, just for the United game, just for Chaps' waffle just then.
Who's Man United even playing? Because they're not relevant to me right now. They're so.
West Ham.
Oh,
Wait, West Ham away. You make sure they stay that way.
West Ham away. 12:30.
Away West Ham. All right, I'm gonna go 2-1 win for Liverpool, and then I'm gonna go a 1-1 draw for Man United because they ain't getting no wins. So I'll go with that.
Hey,
but thank you guys.
All right.
Have a good one, and I'll see you.
Peace out.
Yeah.
That's bro. So yeah, Man United obviously early kickoff at West Ham. Away to the Bubbles, nice and early, wake and bacon. Chaps, gonna come to you last. Probably want to see what LBD and obviously Jess kind of have to say about this one. United obviously coming back off a good performance against Liverpool defensively. Do you think they can kind of build off that, or did they go back to the drawing board, back to not looking convincing at all?
Yeah, no, it's a different game, bro. It's a different game, this, you know what I mean? Because they went into that game, yeah, at Anfield thinking we've got to defend for our lives, yeah, Varane and madness. And, you know, they were celebrating that 0-0 like they just won the Champions League, yeah? Unbelievable scenes. That's not going to be the same game. They're expected now to go and play football. They're expected to go and do the stuff that they cannot do. However, man, West Ham against Liverpool was so poor. Like, I couldn't believe. I know they didn't have like the full squad out on that, but they were still shockingly bad. I don't even know how you can call this one. You know, you got West Ham who just got smacked up, shocking performance, and then you've got a United team that is just in disarray, no leadership, no style, no desire. You know, the fan base just doesn't really care now because it's like got that bad.
Delusion.
All of that. You know what I mean?
LB, would you say that like it's more West Ham's away form? Because if you look at their away form, battered by Liverpool, battered by Fulham, fair enough, they got the win at Spurs, but they didn't play great. And apart from
you know what it is, though? When I speak to West Ham fans, they've been telling me, yeah, and this has come from West Ham fans because I've not watched a lot of West Ham. Yeah. They've been telling me that some of their wins have been pure lucky, like they didn't even deserve to win some of these games. This has come from them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Especially their away form, though, but their home form, bro. Their home form is good, man. It is good. Like they had this thing of like they're either shit or they're good. Like it's literally what West Ham are you gonna get, and that is actually how we look at United. Well, not really actually, because I don't think they perform well much. But do you know what I mean? West Ham it's that sort of. It's too.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be a tricky game for United. You know, they're going down London. It's 12:30 kickoff. It's got all the makings, yeah, of a West Ham victory, but I just take back in West Ham based off of that performance that I've seen against Liverpool. I just can't do it, man. So for the prediction wise, I've gone for a 2-1 United win. But I don't really know. I don't know, man. Both teams are kind of like hit and miss. I don't know.
West Ham love a big game though. They beat Tottenham a few weeks ago. They beat Arsenal in the cup as well. In the fourth round. They are a weird side. I know what you mean. It'll be like they 1 week hot, a week cold. Like they just flip, and you don't know what to expect from them. But I'll be honest, that defeat against Liverpool should concern United in a way as well, because West Ham are going to be up for it at home. They're going to be up for it at home. They can't let that one slide. The fans were really pissed off after that defeat. Like, I think the club will know that as well. Like, you saw the reaction on social media. They actually wanted to push for the cup. they felt like they didn't even try. So there is that pressure. And David Moyes, he just loves getting these weird results. And it's 12:30 at home. I'm not saying that they'll comfortably win, but I think the game will be tighter than most people think. I know that they got spanked by Liverpool, but United aren't that great either, even though they had a solid performance against Liverpool at Anfield. I think West Ham will be up for it at home, and I think it'll be tighter. I can see it being a draw easily.
I don't see United playing well, but I see them somehow getting the result. Somehow. I don't know. McTominay last-minute header. But if United aren't careful, they will be hurt by Kudus and Bowen. But I think both teams are just hit and miss. You don't know what you're going to get. United are a horrible, horrible team. Traps. Traps, hello. Yo, Traps.
I'm here, mate.
Yo, yeah, United are horrible. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, United stink. Yo, hello.
Yeah, bin juice.
Bin juice.
Shit. Yeah. Sorry.
Traps, United are terrible, terrible. I don't think this is on. Traps, United are horrible, horrible.
It's the gap. It's the gap. It's the gap. Sometimes when the points gap is, this is what I tried to explain to Traps a couple of weeks ago. When the points gap is so vast, sometimes it's hard to hear.
That's what's happening.
You see what I'm saying? So look, Jess. So when you're speaking loud and clear, I can hear you loud.
Yeah, I can hear you as well.
Like loud and clear. You know what I'm saying?
Because the gap.
You know what's? Do you know what's actually funny about this? Yeah, you man have actually got bigger fish to fry. You think that you're telling me something that I don't already know. So yeah, let's spend 5 minutes on this. It's fine. Let's do this.
What is the problem at United though? Because I want to know. Because
I don't know. I don't work. I don't know. I don't work there.
We take him out of the squad. Put Garnacho in, who is the chosen one, Jesus' firstborn, and then now he starts sneaking out of the place. You're playing a midfield last week of McTominay, Amrabat, and Maino, who's quite good. I like him a lot. But for me, Maino, he needs a big brother next to him. Like, see what you guys think Casemiro is? If Casemiro was the guy you thought he was, him and Maino would be perfect in the midfield. But you can't put Maino in there and say, yeah, all right, lead us now. It's not going to work.
So is Casemiro not the guy that he thinks he is? Is that what you think?
Not anymore. I'm a big fan of Casemiro, of what he was. But
that's based. And what is that based on?
Just like I haven't seen him. I think last season he had maybe 4 or 5 outstanding performances, and that was it. This season,
only 4 or 5
outstanding. I'm talking about outstanding, which is fair. Like most people will have like 4 or 5 outstanding performances in the season, anyways. But I think the fall off is steep. I think there's a reason why Madrid were quick to let him go, and it's not just the £70 million you lot offered them, but he's not the man he once was. So I think the real Casemiro that we know. And Maino will be ideal, but he's not that guy. So we need to find someone to partner Maino.
I don't recall having seen that midfield, but anyways, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know who told you that Garnacho was whatever he was because.
Wait. What midfield? I said last week it was McTominay.
The Casemiro Maino midfield.
No, I'm saying that's what you would need.
No, but we don't. Yeah, but you just said Casemiro is not the guy, so I don't understand.
I said if he was the guy you believed he was, that would be ideal.
Yeah, but we haven't seen it though.
Now I feel like you're trying to twist my words right now, so I'm going to let you.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm trying to understand. I don't understand.
Never mind. We'll move on.
Yeah, I don't think you're making sense to be honest.
I'm not making sense. So let's move on.
Anyway, all right. Well, so anyways, Garnacho. I don't know who told you that Garnacho was the truth. Garnacho is someone who needs to be. Is someone who shouldn't be started week in, week out. He shouldn't be. He's effectively up and coming, but he still needs a lot more work to it. Yeah, I mean, with United right now,
you know when a man does that, he's got no answer for how shit his team is.
You can let me talk, like. I mean, at the end of the day, right?
Shit, man.
United as it stands right now, yeah. No, they're not playing well. They're not playing well at all. I'm obviously Eric Ten Hag out, as everyone knows anyway. So for me, it's like, cool. The writing's been on the wall for a long time. And I do feel like that some of the players need to leave as well. Some of the players are way too comfortable at the club. The club's in a disarray from top to bottom. I'm not saying that even with what's going on upstairs, that's got nothing to do with what they can do on the pitch on a weekend. It's got absolutely nothing. I don't ever have used that excuse that what's going on upstairs should be an issue with what's going on the pitch. I feel like Ten Hag has got enough players there. He's not getting enough out of the players that what he's got. That squad can do better, even though it needs an upgrade. It needs upgrading.
So Ten Hag is okay. Ten Hag is fine, yeah? He's not a problem.
What did
Nah,
I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say?
Yeah, he's 10 out, guys. 10 out. So the writing's been on the wall.
Yeah, I think you said instead of turning your mic up, I think you need to clean up your ears, big man. Yeah.
The reason why I said that is because you said he hasn't got the players. So it's either he hasn't got the players or he hasn't got the minerals.
So
That's why
I said what?
Two things can be true though. Two things can be true.
So wait, what did I say?
He hasn't got the players.
I never said that.
Nah, I'm saying you're right. It is.
You need to listen. Go get cotton bud and come back. I never said that.
I just listened to another show.
Yeah, listen. Like I said, the players that he's got. Some of these players do need to leave because they're not good enough. But the players that he has got, he should be getting better out of the players that he already has. This team is not as bad as what we've seen, and as a result, I don't think he's the man for the job. But nevertheless, going to West Ham, we don't really do badly against West Ham. It might be a shitty game, a little 1-0 or something like that, but I don't think we lose. I don't think we lose because that has been the story of Man United this season. Play shit, get some results here and there, and yeah, everyone just starts screaming whatever they want to scream, blaming players, blaming the board. Like I said, some certain man expect Joe Glazer to warm up on the touchline and go and score a brace in 80th minute. I don't know, but to be honest with you, the writing's been on the wall. The manager is a bit fraudy. I'm not gonna lie. He's a bit of a liar and he's a bit of a fraudy. So I'm not really backing the thing right now.
I don't think he's a little bit fraudy. I think he's major fraud, bro.
Yeah,
major fraud, man.
I mean, look, like I said, Eric Ten Hag has the right to prove me wrong at any given time. Any given time, prove me wrong if you can. But as it stands right now, can he turn it around? Yeah, of course he's got time to turn it around. But will he turn it around? I don't believe so.
He shouldn't have time to turn it around.
Well, he's got the time, unfortunately. Whether he should have the time or not, I don't think he should have the time. I think he's done enough to warrant the sack from weeks ago. But
100%.
But whether he gets the time, but he's obviously getting the time, so he's got time to turn it around. But will he turn it around? I doubt it. But West Ham, I don't think that West Ham will give us a beating. If they do, it will just add to the more evidence to say, "Raw, like this guy is not the guy." So, yeah, man, like. But I do expect him because, like I said, everyone expected Liverpool to give us the beat down. He went there, like when you was young and you was school and it was Sunday night, it was 8 o'clock, and it was like, oh shit, I haven't done my homework. Yeah, you have to go do your homework quickly. He was lastminute.com trying to do his homework to keep his job safe. And so, I mean, again, like this game probably be the same thing. 1-0, maybe a penalty. Højlund probably score his first goal or something like that.
He ain't scoring it. Oh, he ain't. Yeah. Hey, don't.
Have you seen that guy that Højlund memes?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
The miracle is coming, man. That's what he said.
Miracle coming. You never know, man. Højlund's seen the memes as well. Maybe he scores and miracle happens.
I mean, that's another thing as well. Like, I do genuinely believe that if this takeover thing is actually true, then I don't think that the new regime are going to put up with this guy for much longer. I'll be honest. I think he might end up being what's his name? Tuchel. It might end up getting the Tuchel treatment and just getting dumped after a few games. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he's on borrowed time. And right now, like LB said, like most of the fans that I know, we've checked out because this is a load of shit. I can't support this. Obviously, you support the club and you always watch.
Don't really want to hear checked out because last week you guys are pretty loud. You're pretty checked in. After that 0-0 win. After that, let me finish. After that 0-0 win, you guys were pretty checked in. I don't know about you, man.
Months, yeah, that was personal. Yeah, that was personal. Yeah, that was personal.
Oh, it was personal. It was personal. Why did you hate me for? I didn't do nothing. I don't
it wasn't a hate thing. Listen, I got invited to a trollathon and I gladly accepted. That was it. Yeah. Other than that, I'm not. It was personal. It was tailored for you, and that was it. I wasn't on social media screaming out nothing. I was still cussed out the players. You think I'm impressed with this scam rabat guy? Scam rabat. I don't have a plan rabat. I don't give a damn rabat.
I don't have a plan rabat. It's killing me. That is killing me.
Listen, these man here. The guy, he was still letting you man run through the midfield. Same way,
bro. The guy I want to hear about is Rasmus because.
Hey,
and before we move on to obviously just a few of the other score predictions, it's Rasmus. Like I've been on Rasmus since game week 6 or 7. I remember telling me I'm being too harsh. It's now game week 17. It's now his 14th appearance. Well, will be. It's about to be his 14th appearance. A man hasn't registered a single goal or an assist. Jackson is sitting there on 7 Premier League goals. And if no one knew the prices of any players, and you take away all the details, you'd think, and you look at just the fans' reactions to players, you'd think Jackson was a £72 million striker, and everyone's annoyed that he has 7 goals. And you'd think Højlund was the striker who come in at 25 mil with no pressure on his back. That's what you would think.
I mean, no, I agree. But the thing, what I look at the Højlund situation as, I just look at it on a whole, right? Yes, there's chances that he's had that he should have stuck away. There's decisions that he's made that are bad. Yeah, they are, and he should have a couple of goals in him, regardless of what's going on. But when I'm seeing things that he's got less supply than Michael Antonio. Shout out Antonio, by the way. But but that's on the manager again. The manager should be, like I said, the manager should be looking at, you paid £72 million for this guy. You need to make sure that he's in positions to be getting you goals, getting the team goals. And not only that, you should be playing to his strengths. I don't think the manager does any of that. However, that doesn't let him get away scot-free. Yeah. As a striker, there are chances that you can fish out in a game that might not be the greatest or the prettiest, but you get it done. I mean, the Liverpool game for me, he sticks. If he puts that one low, that goes underneath Alisson, and that's a goal. That's them kind of things are the chance. If you're not getting chances, they're the ones that you have to take at the time. And I just think that he's 20 years of age, and you can't really, or the manager expects it, and obviously the £72 million expects it. But in reality, you can't really expect it. I hear
the age thing, but when people talk about Kobe Manu, no one wants to talk about age.
Quick question for United fans, genuine question. I'm not trolling for once. Is Højlund an upgrade on Martial currently?
No.
Genuine question.
No.
Listen, the issue with Martial is that it's not that Martial is shit, you know. The issue with Martial is that Martial can't stay fit for love nor money. Yeah, can't stay fit, and Martial have a good game, and then he'll start holding his hamstring, and then it'll be done, and then it'll be out for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, and at the end of the day, Martial. Obviously, I just feel like the injuries have got the better of him now, and I feel like he should have been. A lot of these players should have been gone years ago.
He's got to go. Even he's got to go. Traps. Even he's registered. Even he's put the ball in the net. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I'll say with Højlund, and I'm not going to be blind, he does have good qualities and he does have potential.
Yeah, of course.
But like, I still think there's a misconception that nothing is being created for him, whereas I think that chances are being created, just not as many as you'd like. So with the reduced chances, when he should be in the 6-yard box, he's like a yard behind. So that's why he's almost overstretching for a ball when it gets fizzed across the 6-yard box. Or for me, he's missing that knack. You know that striker's knack. You know, in fact, you know the knack that McTominay's got, that knack to just be there at the right time.
Yeah, there was a goal.
If
you see the goal against Chelsea, yeah, McTominay's header against Chelsea, yeah, and I criticised him for it. I said to him, he's always either 1 second ahead of the play or 1 second behind the play. Yeah. He's not, and that's his problem. That's one of his major problems. Because if you watch the goal, where McTominay scores the header, if you look, Højlund is 1 second behind him, and if McTominay's not there, he does score. But McTominay has got it. So McTominay's got that. Yeah, that's where the ball's gonna go. I need to be there. He doesn't have that. Even when the ball got fizzed across when you lot went against you lot, he was nowhere to be seen. I've seen him win the ball back, and then I've seen him win the ball back, and then Garnacho's bombing down the wing, and he's not on his bike trying to burst to get into the box. I'm thinking you need to be bursting along to get into the box, yeah, to finish the chance. But like I said, it's early days for him. He will learn that. He will learn that eventually. But I'm not. It doesn't shy away from the fact that he should have goals in the Premier League.
Well, this is the thing for me. I look at him, yeah. Back in 2021, the guy played 15 games in the league for Copenhagen, didn't score a single goal or get an assist. Yeah. Last year, what did he score? Like nine in the league. 9 in the league. Are we like? Maybe this is just him. And again, I'm not trolling here. Like maybe this is him. Now, obviously, he's going to score some goals, right? He's not going to go the whole season not score, but like maybe this is actually legitimately him. Maybe he's just going to maybe he might get 10 goals a season if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, there's no real evidence.
I don't think there's enough of a sample size to say that, because at the end of the day, he's a teenager scoring these goals. And what you have to remember, yeah, like this is what I tried to explain to everyone, because like I didn't really watch Rasmus like that before he came, right? And his numbers weren't great. But at the end of the day, Atlanta paid 20 million pounds for him. Now people say, oh, that's not a lot of money, but he's the 4th highest transfer for Atlanta. So there is something there that someone has seen, yeah, or people have scouted him. Atlanta scouting is quite good. So at the end of the day, he doesn't get the time not to score no goals, but he definitely, I wouldn't judge him based off this season. I heard
that, Chats. But
I definitely give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But there's also, you got to agree with me that there's no evidence to suggest that he might get any better. That is also
but there's no evidence. There's no evidence for any 20-year-old that suggests that they're going to get any better. Do you see what I mean?
No. But with Haaland, there was evidence.
Yeah, but Haaland is a generational talent. That's completely different.
But are you not looking for generational strikers? Are Man United not looking to get strikers who can score goals? The fact is, this guy has never scored a lot of goals wherever he's been in his career. Guaranteed, it's only young. So there is absolutely no guarantee, yeah, that this guy will get any better. That's just a fair comment. That is realistic.
Yeah, no, there is never no guarantee. There's never no guarantee, and that's what I'm saying. There's never been a guarantee. I'm not guaranteeing. I'm not saying he's going to score 20 goals. To be fair, I've got a bet on Big Steve for he's going to score a certain amount of goals. I'm not going to say it on there because everyone's going to be going mad in the comments. But never mind.
No. You have to say it now. You have to say it.
I don't have to do anything.
How many goals?
Listen, we're moving on. Listen, so yeah. I mean, there's no.
I know you said like 15 or something.
Goals, but to be honest with you, like I said. When he came, I was like, cool. If you're gonna get Højlund, if you're gonna go young, you need to go old. Yeah. So you need to get an old and young striker in, so he can learn the ways, and obviously he can learn on the job. And there's a guy that was gonna score goals for you at the same time. We didn't do that. So obviously the pressure's on him now. So I just think that Højlund, as it stands right now, should not be the go-to striker that we have. Obviously for the price tag, tag, it would suggest that. But then again, you have to remember, this is a club that's paid £80 million for Maguire, £80 million for Anthony. So these kind of monies, for other clubs would be, yes, if we're paying 70 million, we're paying for the big boy. But United, not so much. United will go.
That should be the real deal. 75 million should be the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it should be the real deal. But however, it could come good at any moment. He's young. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I said, time's on his side. That's all I'm saying. So I mean, that's it.
But time's not on Man United side. This is the thing, Chaps. Time is on his side, but time's not on Man United side. Yeah. This is the problem. United need to start winning.
Why would it not be on our side? We are done. We are done for this season. Why is time not on our side?
Well, because I assume that you want United to get better and go up the league. Like you need Højlund to start scoring goals like now, man. Like you ain't got time. I mean, he's got time. I mean, you ain't got time.
At the end of the day, I feel like this team needs a massive shake-up. Yeah, the club needs a massive shake-up. And at the end of the day, if Højlund comes good this season, say Højlund comes good this season and scores 15 goals in the league, what does that do for us, really?
Gets you top 4.
It might get you top 4.
If it does, all right, cool. So for argument's sake, say we finish 5th and Højlund scores 15 goals. What does it suggest? All it suggests
Why
is that
you got hope there that you got a striker.
Højlund can score goals, and it's just Højlund can score goals, and next season we need to improve on the players, the signings, and whatever. That's all it suggests, and we already know this. We already know.
No, but right now, you right now with your situation, we don't know if you need another striker or not because Højlund's not scoring them goals. At least if Højlund scored the goals, you bring in another manager in.
Regardless.
You say we have to solve out these positions. We've got a striker sorted. We have to build around Højlund. But now you don't even know if you need to spend more money on a striker after you spent 70 million pounds.
We need another striker regardless.
Yeah, but then do you need a number 1, number 2? Like right now, it's a bit confusing. Like, do you need another £6 million striker?
This is the problem, This is the problem, This is the problem with I look at football the way I look at football. I mean, I don't know if how everyone else looks at it, but I look at it like this. You see, when man start talking about number 1s and number 2s, I don't believe in that. I believe that if you're going to get a next man in, these men should be battling it. No one's position should be safe, and everyone should be battling it out to start week in, week out. So at the end of the day, it's not a question of, oh, that's a backup striker, that's a number one, number two. I feel like backup striker should be coming from the academy and places like that, because that's what your academy's for. So if you're going to get a striker, you need to get a striker to a certain level that can, if you can take him out, it's like for like. So if you take Højlund out and you put X, Y, and Z in, it's going to be like for like. If he gets injured and you put him in, it's like for like. There's no difference. Yeah, you might get a striker that is world class and he's always going to score goals and always going to be a mainstay, but his understudy, that isn't better than him, should be able to come in and do a job to a certain standard. So that's what I think.
Fair enough.
I think we need that striker. We need another striker.
We'll move on from Rasmus and make sure you get his new single when he releases it as well. D, I know you got to shoot off in a second. Can we get a score prediction for the Man U game and the Liverpool game, please, bro?
Liverpool game, 2-1 Liverpool. United game, I'm gonna go for 1-1 as well, like George. I think it'll be a tight game. I just
All right, bro. I'll pick up your stuff.
All right, cool. Love you, man.
Chelsea obviously away at the Molineux as well. We won't spend too much time on that, and also City will be playing as well. We'll just quickly touch on the City game, as obviously we got LB. We have you here, of course. Am I going to be seeing you on the watch along extra stressed, or are you going to be more laid back now that you've got that win out the way? Now you're, getting back into gear. What LB are we going to see?
Nah, hopefully, man. Hopefully a W.
He's looking down. Bro, I've never seen I ain't been in this YouTube long in it. I ain't been here long. LB never seen it. I ain't even know.
The sign of the times.
He's looking down, bro.
The sign of the times, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, I think we're going to win the game, yeah? But it's going to be listen, they got Marcelo cooking. They got a little Ganso Tutu. They got Felipe Melo, 40 years old at the back. Yeah, come on. Respect heritage. This is a tough game. But we should be winning, man. We should be winning.
They got Melo is killing me. I ain't heard that name in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was a madness. I had to check. I had to Google him. I was like, wait, it's the same guy. Yeah, but listen, this should be a win for City. And if we win, then hopefully that'll give us the boost, to start winning some Premier League football matches. That's the dream. So yeah, we'll see. Kevin De Bruyne's back. Doku and Haaland are almost back. So we'll see, man. But it should be a win for City tonight.
I was saying, this is the first time I've ever seen Kevin De Bruyne apply VO5 to his hair. So it is scary hours in the new year. I do think it's scary hours for him. I've never seen man do his hair like that. Like, we're talking VO5 stronghold, where the shit don't move with the wind when he runs, bro. Shit don't move. So be careful with man that have applied VO5 in it. Like, it's mad. It's mad, isn't it? But Chelsea at the Molineux, banana peel.
We don't know with Chelsea. That's the thing. We literally don't know.
I think we do. I know that it's not going to be a good performance for me. Actually, you know what? I'm a liar. Nkunku, if he does start, I'm very excited to see him play. Just from a neutral perspective, and not, I'm very excited to see what he has to offer Chelsea, because going forward they look so bland. It's just so bland. So I'm excited to kind of see.
Chelsea have got like garbage. Broha, garbage. Mudryk, garbage. Enzo Fernandez
is not garbage.
Pardon me?
Enzo's injured, and Nkunku is who's.
I didn't say Nkunku's garbage. I'm saying Chelsea have got.
No. I said Nkunku's not garbage. I'm saying he's not, as in like he's. Well, okay, he's supposed to be this guy, right?
I know he's good. That's why I didn't mention him.
Yeah,
I didn't mention him. But Mudryk, garbage. Broya, garbage. Nicholas Jackson, for the 7 goals he's got this season, I would not have him at my club. I don't think he's very good. Enzo hasn't done this thing that they said he would do. Caicedo looks like he plays in Timberlands. With Chelsea, you just don't know. They're making Sterling look bad. Cole Palmer is a shining light. I'll give him that. But you just don't know. Like, Chelsea could win 3-0, but that doesn't mean they played good. It just means they scored the 3 chances that they made. You just don't know what you're going to get with Chelsea, in my opinion.
Free.
No, I'm saying no. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying in any game, they could win 3-0. But that doesn't tell you much about how the game went. It just tells you that they managed to score 3 goals.
Fair enough. Listen, maybe just run through the score predictions then. Unless LB and Chaps anything to say about Chelsea.
No, I just stay on Wolves. Yeah, I just think they're a good team at the Molineux. I like the manager. I think they play good football. They've had some tough games there. You know what I mean? City, I think Liverpool struggled, although they did win in the end. Yeah, just saying, you know, it is what it is. Like, we don't know what's happening with Chelsea. You know, they can turn up and play all right. They can turn up and be absolutely gashed. So, flip a coin,
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I don't think there's no excuses for Chelsea not to go there and win. I mean, Poch has been there for a good few months now. I think he's struggling to find his thingy. But all we've heard all season is wait till Nkunku's back. Wait till Nkunku like he's the savior. Like a lot of their players have been trash. I think Gusto's been decent. I think Cole Palmer's been decent. Gallagher's been decent. But at the end of the day, like, it's time now for the excuses have to stop now. And it's like, you've got near enough a full strength team. You can't be talking about, wait till Reece James comes back or this, that, and the third. Because you play most of your games without Reece James when he's fit anyway. So, I mean, Nkunku is a good addition to add because he's a good player. Like I said, I flew over to Germany to try and watch him, Szoboszlai, and surprisingly, Endo was involved in that game as well. But yeah, he was injured that game, so I didn't really get to see him play. But Chelsea don't have an excuse right now, and I feel like at the end, it's a bit of a mad one with Chelsea because Chelsea are shit. Yeah, they're worse than us. Facts. Yeah, but at the same time, they lose games, and it's like you can't even blame the manager. But at the same time, you kind of can. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy, man. But like I don't know over there, man. But I expect them to go to Wolves, especially after beating Newcastle. They'll be on a high. And yeah, let's to go there and win, man.
Trap, some quotes from Ten Hag about 10 seconds ago. Ten Hag says, "I'm happy with the current squad. We just had too many players not available. When players like Casemiro back, Martinez will be back, Mason Mount will be back. We will be much stronger after the window."
Mad.
Good luck. Good for him, man. Good for him. Let him tell you what. Listen, I don't listen to Ten Hag's press conferences no more, bro.
That's good for him, man. That's a good for him, man. Not even good for United. Good for him. Good
for him. Because at the end of the day, right? Like look. This club. Like I said, this club has been with me since I was a kid, and it will be with me to the day that I die. He will not be there. So if that's what you think that you need to tell us, yeah, in order for you to feel like you're like we believe you, then good for you, man. But at the end of the day, this is a results business. You got to go to West Ham and win, mate. It's no matter about the squad and what's going on, and that's the truth of it.
Cool. Let's just get a few score predictions, and we'll just run through them quite quickly. Villa, Sheffield United. What are we saying?
1-0 Sheffield United.
Yeah, it's at Villa Park. And I don't have Watkins in FPL, and people are captaining him. It's just not great.
1-0 Sheffield United somehow.
No chance.
1-0 Sheffield United. Oh, no
I'm
way.
just praying. That's more hopeful than realistic.
3-0.
Do you know what? Sheffield weren't bad. Ain't been terrible as well, but I just think Villa are gonna have too much for them, man. I'm going 5-0 Villa.
Wow.
Heavy.
We're saying the beat down.
I'm oiled up. Long day. Oiled up. Peak. It's peak. Yeah. Baby oil was there. Peak. I was saying peak. Man City. Oh no, I guess the one that's postponed. What am I talking about? West Ham, Man United for those because I know we didn't do score predictions. I'm gonna say 1-1.
2-2.
Actually, do you know what? I think Man United surprised us. I'm gonna say 1-0 United. You know, I think West Ham missed a bag of chances.
Yeah, I'm going 2-1 United as well.
I'm going 1-0. Hoyland going crazy at the away end.
Right.
A miracle is coming, man.
Ten Hag lives to fight another day.
Spurs Everton.
Oh,
at White Hart Lane.
White Hart Lane, the Tottenham Stadium.
Draw.
Spurs 3-1.
Draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3-1. 3-1.
I'm saying it's a draw.
I'm gonna back Everton. You know, I'm backing Everton.
I'm gonna say it's a draw.
Everton on some serious form though. Serious form. 4 wins in the last 5. So
there you go.
Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. Forest. Obviously new manager bounce.
Is he actually the manager for this game, or like is he not allowed to be there yet? Or?
I'm not too sure.
I go Forest 2-1.
I fancy Forest as well.
I think Bournemouth have been looking quite dangerous. I'm gonna go Bournemouth 3-1 away from home as well. Chelsea Wolves
3-0 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves.
Neto is back. Oh, Neto is back, by the way. Neto is back.
Yeah.
I got 2-1 Chelsea.
4-0 now. 4-0 now.
Yeah, I got 2-1 Chelsea.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea. I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea. Liverpool Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal.
1-1.
2-1 Arsenal. 2-1
Liverpool. I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool. Newcastle away to Luton Town.
Newcastle.
2-1 Luton.
1-0 Luton.
Newcastle.
1-0 Luton.
If I'm assuming Trippier is going to get dropped, so if he does get dropped, then I'm going to say 2-1 Newcastle. And last one, Fulham and Burnley.
2-2
at home. Fulham
are away, innit?
Yeah, they've been looking dangerous though.
Yeah,
Fulham are home, bro.
Fulham 2-0.
Yeah, 2-2. I'm going.
All right. Well, listen, people, we're gonna leave it there. We literally ran about 10 minutes over time. But man, then make sure you are smashing the like button. Of course, there's still 400 people in here as well. Big up. Make sure you're subscribing to Armchair Gaffers. Make that happen. Make sure you're subscribing to LB. Make sure you go watch that watch along. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you watch that watch along. You know what I'm saying? Guys, tune in. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see real pain. You know what I'm saying? LB's here to provide that for you guys. You know. No, I'm playing. Obviously, make sure you also subscribe to Big Six Pants, my channel. We won't be doing a show after today, but we are going to be doing a show after the show. But we're going to be doing a show at 7:30, I believe, for the prediction show. We done the Arsenal show yesterday with Troops, Coppish, and it absolutely went off, you know, as we do every time with the Arsenal Liverpool preview. So make sure you go back and watch that. Very, very good show as well. Make sure we're subscribing to the channel. Make sure you go subscribe to D stuff, and also follow George on TikTok with Durag Diaries. So again, people, big up everyone. We got one more super chat we need to get through. Big up, honestly, every single day. He goes, big up, man. Them question. Most of our clubs have rejected the Super League and the Champions League match stayed the same. I was wondering, what is you man's opinion on that?
I wouldn't mind the Super League.
Man's doing his man's good. What? This is another kind of worms.
Super League in, yeah. New camp on a Saturday. I will be there no matter what.
Listen, I'm not against it. I'm not against the Super League. That's another story for another day.
And listen, Perez. If you're listening, you are the mafia boss of the world. You are world boss right now. Not only that, is that listen. If you want to take my advice, just get Messi and Ronaldo to Napoli on the same team. It will blow.
That was shit.